underdogs to favorites, we break it down. Empty Field Podcast, the talk of the town. Empty Field, where we lay it all out. Breaking down games, removing all doubt. Interviews with stars, we're bringing the heat. Sports news and odds talk that can't be beat.
Welcome to another episode of the Empty Field Podcast. My name is Mathew Hansen, and today I have a wide receiver from the KC Glory, number 16, Rilee Irby. Rilee, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. First off, tell us about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm a rookie for the Kansas City Glory. I played softball my entire life. I grew up watching football, being around football, and absolutely loving it, but I never knew opportunities existed for me to play myself. And grew up, like I said, playing softball. Played softball in college, and then after I finished in May, this opportunity fell into my lap, and it was one of those that I just couldn't pass up.
Perfect. What position did you play in softball?
I played outfield, so I was a left fielder and mainly center fielder.
Okay. Where did you play softball in college?
I played softball at Jefferson College. It's in the Hillsborough area, kind of St. Louis area.
Okay. So you're traveling around. You're in KC now. You're in St. Louis.
Yeah.
Nice. What got you into playing for the WNFC?
I have always loved football. Growing up, I had an older brother and my dad. It was something that we watched 24/7. And even in high school, I wanted to play football, and I never really had the courage to. And I didn't even know the WNFC or the WFA existed until I started seeing recognition and stuff like that. And I just happened to be scrolling on my phone one day, and the opportunity popped up on my screen. And it was one of those where I was like, you know what? What's the worst that can happen? And I did some digging. I looked into it, and then I ended up taking the leap, and I showed up to practice or to tryouts. Once I got there and I seen the girls and I seen the team and I seen the atmosphere that the KC Glory breeds and has, it was one of those things where it was like, I was so ready to be on board. I was so ready to be like, yeah, this is where I want to be. And it was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made for myself.
Nice. What made you gravitate towards being a receiver?
Actually, I didn't even pick my position myself. I literally just showed up. It's like, where do you want me, coach? And it was one of those. He was like, let's see you at receiver, and it just happened to work out. I mean, I played softball, like I said. So being an outfielder, I'm really good with my eyes, really good with tracking balls, and it just so happened to carry over into football. So it was kind of nice.
Perfect. Before the Glory, before the softball, what was life like?
Life for me was very simple. I mean, I had my friends and stuff like that. And I mean, in high school, I did sports medicine. I'm a big advocacy for mental health and sports and stuff like that. And so in high school, all throughout high school, I also was a student trainer for our football team. I was head student trainer. Those were probably one of my best memories from high school and growing up, is learning all kinds of things about sports in general, just because I'm a big sports person. I love the team atmosphere. I love the family. I love the relationships that you build. And just sports in general is something that's always been a part of my life, whether it was softball or football. I can remember from an early age playing literally every sport under the sun.
Cool. Do you ever feel like to prove something out on the field?
I would say yes and no. I mean, as a rookie, I obviously know coming in that there's not a lot of expectations for me because it is my first year, but I feel like internally I have a lot of things that I would like to prove for myself. I mean, I don't take this opportunity lightly. I know that the women before me, they ran so I could walk right now, actually. So I have nothing to prove, but at the same time, I am eager to my show myself and show the league that who I am, the player that I can be, and the player that I'm trying to become. I want to be hungry and mainly be known for my my hard work and my effort on the field.
Yeah. What moment made you think yeah, I could do this at a high level at the WNFC?
What moment? I'd probably say at tryouts, towards the end of tryouts when we were working one-on-ones, and I had been going against some of the other people that were trying out, the rookies, and it was a pretty even match. But when one of our last reps, one of our best defensive players, I think she's a safety, maybe a corner, but Crystal Rhodes was playing on me, and I was running her out, and it was a lot closer than I was expecting it to be. I got up thinking, uh-oh, I'm gonna get locked down. And I actually didn't do too bad, which really surprised myself. And it was actually made me dang, maybe I can hang. If I've never played football before and here I am at tryouts and I can hang with some of our better defensive players, it made me realize dang, maybe I do belong. Maybe I do deserve to be here.
Yeah. What part of your game are you actively trying to make better? I know it's a weird change from softball to now football. Well, what part of your football game are you trying to improve with it still being your rookie season?
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to improve my football IQ. I mean, I know a lot about the game, but it's different when you're watching it than when you're playing on the field. So I definitely want to sharpen my IQ, maybe a little bit of my route running and stuff like that, but mainly my IQ, being able to read defensive coverages and know instantly what I should do in a position that like the position that we're put in.
Have you guys had full pads, full practice already?
Yes, we have not like full tackle, but we have full pads, full helmets.
Oh, so there goes my next question, which would have been, how did you handle your first hit of the season?
Well, it technically hasn't happened yet because we don't really hit till training camp. But I mean, have gotten wrapped up a few, and we've been doing tackle drills, and it's actually like really fun for me. Like I know some people are like, I probably don't getting tackled, but to me, like I grew up with an older brother. Like I said, like we would be in the basement doing Oklahoma drills with no pads, no helmets. Like he would put some work in on me, and it sucked, but like it was always fun because it was one of those moments that I like got to share with my brother. So now like that I get to go out there and like tackle and stuff like that, it, like, is really genuinely really fun for me, like, I'm excited for it, I'm not scared for it.
Cool. How do you stay disciplined when the motivation just is not there?
I think just reminding myself that, times are obviously gonna be hard, but, I mean, I'm here, so to lead the way for people for not people, but women and girls, that come after me to realize that or to see that, like, opportunities like these are available and they're easily accessible for other women and other kids. I know flag right now is really, really on the up and up, and I'd like to see tackle, get that same sort of recognition, but I think just staying true to myself and staying true to the reason why I even decided to play football is my main reason that keeps me going and doing it for myself and not only myself, but my teammates. Seeing that like whenever I get to practice, like these girls are showing up just like I'm showing up. So like if I don't want to do it for myself that day, I'm going to do it for my teammates because at the end of the day, like it takes everyone to win a game just the same as it takes everyone to lose a game.
Yeah. Do you guys have I know like rookies usually have like a rookie buddy. Do you have a buddy at all?
I do have a vet, like we have rookie and vet buddies. I do have a vet. Yeah, I have Maria Fatale. She's number 4. She's one of our running backs.
Ah, Miss Maria. We did have Maria on the show prior.
Yeah, that's my vet. That's probably one of like my like most important mentors right now.
How's it been with Maria being your vet?
It's been really, really amazing. She kinda took me under her wing the very first day, ever since tryouts, like, we hung out that night after some team bonding, and ever since tryouts, she's been there, she's been in my corner, she's kinda been a hype man for me because 'cause I'm the type of person, especially when it comes to football, like, I know, like, I've never played before, I know that there's a lot of things I can be improving on, but she's definitely that one hype man in my ear, like, "You got this, like, have some confidence, Rye." Like, it's really nice to, like, have someone believe in you when you're not 100%, like, sure in yourself.
Stop. Before we continue this episode here, are you staying hydrated? No, no, no. Have you tried Hydrofy? Man, it's not just flavored water. It's clean hydration with electrolytes that actually work. No sugar crash, no junk ingredients. Pretty simple. Hydrofy keeps you sharp and fueled for the day. I use it because, man, it's simple, effective, and it just tastes real good. Hydrate smarter, hydrate better. That's Hydrofy. Use promo code MTF to get 10% off your order. Just say, hey, Matt from the Empty Field podcast sent you.
Yeah, you brought up confidence. How do you balance confidence over like being cocky?
I think for me, that saying has always been something that I've always said to myself growing up because you know you don't want to be cocky. It's okay to be confident, but it's never okay to be cocky. And I think just for me, a big thing is I know that I'm a rookie, and I like I said earlier, I know that there's things I need to work on. So like I try not to ever get into the mindset like, oh, I can do that, like because I know for a fact that it's football is such a drop on a dime. Like anyone can win at any moment, and you never know who you're going to be playing. So I think it's one of those things is not getting too caught up in the stats, not getting too caught up in what you see on film and stuff like that. Just like playing in the moment, and staying true to myself. Like I don't want to stray away from who I know I am and who I know I am as a player, because of stats or because of outside noise. So like I said, trying to like keep to myself and like stay to my core values is how I try not to get cocky at least.
Perfect. What does success look for like for you as a rookie?
I think success for me is I think it's more how do you say it? I guess I don't know. I just want to learn. I just want to grow. I mean, I don't really care about my stats. I don't care about, oh, if we're have this many receiving yards. Like, I think if I can know by the end of at the end of the season that, like, hey, this is where I was when I started and this is where I am now, and as long as there's any bit of like growth and development there, to me that's success. Like, I got better and I was being able to develop as a player, and I think that's success to me.
Okay. What does representing the KC Glory going to mean to you stepping on that field?
Wow. I think to me it's definitely an honor. It's one of those things that I don't take lightly. Um, there was so many women before me, and there's going to be lots of women after me. And I think that knowing that this game is evolving and changing at so many great speeds, that knowing that I get to be a part of that and help lead the way is kind of like the biggest like honor to me, because I get to show other girls that it's possible. Whenever when I was that age, I didn't know stuff like this was possible. So I guess getting to pave the way for the next generation is probably the coolest part about being able to represent the Kansas City Glory.
Cool. Um, Now, me just thinking about this, you're going from a ball maybe that size to a ball this size to a
Yeah.
big glove to a glove. What's the biggest like difficulty change wise you're gonna have to make from softball now over to football?
Definitely catching with my eyes. I know in football, it's your eyes before your hands, and I think in softball, most of the time it's eyes too, but it's mainly your footwork and you're being able to track it. But you're also running, and you have a glove to like get that extra couple inches. But learning how to catch with my eyes, having to turn my head fast on different routes was probably the biggest change. Was learning that I don't always have to like, it's not hands first, and trying to catch out in front was definitely the number one thing.
Okay, okay. Um, every rookie has their little like notebook of like, okay, these are the goals I want to achieve this year. What goals do you have for this season?
Um, I definitely want to try and score at least a touchdown every single game. I mean, it not like a big thing, but I think for me, being able to produce on the field, it's one thing to do to run your routes right, but being able to contribute to the success of your team each game is something that I want to be a part of. And another goal is just earning the trust of my teammates and my coaches and the league. I think being a dependable player and someone that you can count on is probably one of the biggest goals. And then, I mean, maybe all pro, but I mean, I'm not going to get my hopes too high.
All right, now it is the rapid fire questions. Um, would you rather break tackles or break ankles?
Break ankles.
All right. Would you rather watch film? And this could include softballs as well. Watch film or do extra reps?
Do extra reps.
Loud crowd noise or just tunnel vision?
Tunnel vision.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna have to have you on for this next question, but it's gonna be: would you rather have a one-on-one coverage or zone coverage?
One-on-one coverage.
uh one word to describe you as an athlete,
Hungry.
and then one word to describe you.
I'd say funny. A lot of people tell me that I'm funny all the time, and I don't know, I just try to be myself, but I'm just goofy all the time. Like, I love having a good time. I love messing around with my teammates. Like, it's just one of those things where like life is so short, so I love like taking advantage of every opportunity to just have fun and be yourself.
That's the best people to be around. People that are always positive, always happy, because then it's like, sadness. We don't
Yeah.
want you. We want happy. Is there anybody you want to do a
Yeah.
special shout out to?
Special shout out to my coaches. I mean, without them, I wouldn't be here in this position. They took a chance on me and saw the potential. So, I mean, I owe them the greatest thank you ever and the greatest shout out, because without them, I wouldn't be in this position to live out a dream of mine.
Okay. And then where can everybody find you on social media?
Yeah, you can find me on TikTok at Rilee Irby or _ Irby. You can find me on Instagram with the same exact hashtag, Rilee _ Irby. And then also I've got Twitter, which is just Rilee Irby as well.
Perfect. Well, I appreciate you coming on, Rilee, and wish you the best of luck this season.
Thank you so much for having me. I look forward to seeing all the other amazing work you do.
Perfect. Thank you.
Fans of One T Media Production, do you guys drink coffee? Sure you do. I, myself, drink quite a bit of coffee, so I always turn to a Fuera coffee for my go-to. It's smooth, it's bold, it's not too heavy. Perfect for that early morning or when you just need to lock in for the day. The best part is At every purchase, 5% goes back to the great outdoors. Get a bag like this. I get two myself. Use promo code MTF and you get 15% off your order. Guys, what's not to love about coffee, free money, and deliciousness? Afuera coffee.